All right, so you're doing creative testing and you have absolutely no buttfuck clue on what to be looking for when deciding to kill or scale your creatives. We have all been there, right? I'm going to show you guys a batch of creatives that have been running for almost a week. Not some of them less than a week, but some of them for almost a week. And I've gotten some good data from these, and I want to share what I look at when I'm killing or leaving something on. So let's just jump into it, right? I'm sorting by ROAS over here. And what we're going to go ahead and do is just start from the top. Obviously, all of these are within my ideal parameters, if you will. So all of these are currently going to be left on, and we're not going to kill anything that's clearly working, but we might want to scale it. So how am I going to approach scaling these? Let's go ahead and take a look at the one that's gotten the most ad spend so far. So it's going to be this guy here, this guy here. So these are ones that have gotten a solid amount of ad spend with, these results, and that's really good. That tells us that we can push even more ad spend to them. And I'm particularly only selecting ones that are really like in that ideal cost per acquisition and have had a good amount of spend, right? These are the ones that have proven themselves to some extent. You can see this one here is a little bit arguable. I mean, it's at 1.8. That's still a good acquisition cost for me. So I'll keep that, but I'm not going to go any lower. Even though like this guy here got 20 purchases, you can see they weren't at the most ideal cost per acquisition, $32. So the ones I've selected, you can see they're all at $40, and we're going to actually be scaling these guys. So we're going to go over here. We're going to hit on budget. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking these from $40 of ad spend a day to $80 ad spend a day. Now, Alex, isn't this aggressive? Yes, this is aggressive, but I'll tell you why. So it's currently Thursday. I know that for my business, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are typically better days. So I know they have higher conversion rate. I know I can then push a little bit more ad spend into certain things and be a little bit more aggressive. So you have to use some logic when media buying, because there's waves and you want to ride those waves essentially. I'm going to go ahead and publish those. I forgot to mention when I was making this video, but if you want content that is raw, like the video you're currently watching, I am working on a platform that the whole entire premise is raw, transparent e-commerce education. It's completely free to sign up and watch a bunch of content that's not on YouTube. So if you find this valuable, check that out. Take care. Cool, let's do some killing. So obviously we had a bunch of shit here that hasn't been performing. When I approach killing any type of ad set, I look for if that ad set has spent at least $100. That's one of my requirements. You can see here this one spent $241. We had 4 purchases, but it was at $60 cost per acquisition. Just not something I want to keep running, so we're going to turn that one off. Let's go right above it. You can see here 0.88, 5 purchases, $48 cost per acquisition. Not something I want to keep on. All right, this one here is now when I start getting a little bit more lenient, because anything above a 1, we'll have a conversation about it, if you will. But in this case, it did spend quite a bit. We're not getting really anything ideal, so I'm going to be turning that one off. Same goes for this, to be completely honest. It's starting to be a little bit better, but here's something I'm going to also consider. This December V15 V1, I want to see, we are running it up here, and you can see this one actually has better performance. This is simply, I'll explain to you here really quickly what I'm testing. What I'm testing here is different copies. So these are the same ad, essentially, except this one has slightly different copy than this one does. And check it out, it has better performance than this one does. So what am I going to do? I'm going to leave the one that has better performance on. I'm going to kill the one that has lower performance. You see? So that's how you want to approach stuff. These that are in the 30s, just because we're approaching the weekend, I do want some volume. So again, I'm considering all this when I'm media buying. Everything that is in the 30s and 20s, I am going to be currently leaving on. So hopefully you found this video beneficial. That is how I do some of my media buying.